Hi guys, it's Renesti, back again with another FHM video documenting the rise of Mr. Barry McCockiner, the Jamaican sensation. We are a quarter of the way through our ALIH season. By the end of this video, we'll be halfway done. I know, this thing flies by quickly. But we still got 10 games of hockey left to play in this video, so let's get that done. Alright, so our first game of the episode is at home against the defending finalists. I say that because we're defending champions. Against the East Hokkaido Cranes. Let's hopefully shove it in their face one more time. And we do just that. Not necessarily blowing them out, but they didn't score on us either, so success? Let's try and make it a back-to-back set of wins against East Hokkaido. And we lose in the damn shootout. Okay, so that's our first point gain from a loss this year. And we're now neck and neck with these guys on points. This is rare. The media is criticizing a player. Didn't know the media was actually that serious here, but following the loss against East Hokkaido, the media were very critical of the play of Hiroto Sato. How do you wish to respond? 1. State that his play was in fact a factor in the loss, regardless of what the media thinks. Say it's a team game, that he looked bad, blah, blah, blah. But what was his game rating? That's the thing, because if he was that bad, then okay, let's see. He had a game rating of 51. Not great, but yeah, I'm not going to blame anyone. Another development report. Furuhashi's getting worse slowly, but he's still just under a point per game, so I'm not complaining too much. Ishikawa got a bit slower, but again, 34 makes sense. Otsuka, however, is slowly getting better, and his potential seems to have gone up, because it was 3.5 stars not too long ago. Oh boy. What is this? So we've got some games with Team Lithuania, so I'm surprised. I didn't even realize this. We got a bonus little international tournament here for you guys. What's the tournament in question? So it's the Olympic qualification first round. And judging by our group, I don't actually despise our chances in this. Alright, so heading to our first game of the tournament against Serbia, this is our best lineup. Majulis and Netavicius Kalenikovas as our first line. Vigelis and Vavilovas as our first D pair. With Uoka in net. And we win, no problem at all, 5-2. Good start. Alright, in game number 3 this episode, not including international of course, we're playing against the Red Eagles again. Who are one of the best teams, if not the best, in all of Asia right now. So let's make this one count. We got a narrow win. But it's a regulation win on top of it. Let's try and make it a back-to-back set of wins against the Red Eagles. It did not, in fact, become a set of back-to-back wins. For now, let's hop into our second game of the Olympic qualifiers against the Australian team. The lines remain the same, no injuries as far as I know. Let's go. Never mind! So, looking at a roster before I filmed this part, Ignatavich just got hurt. So Essengaev is now our first-line center. I'm alright with this. And our first-line center, Kirill Estigniev, I've been pronouncing his name wrong for a bit, so forgive me. But 4 points? Dude. You're good. Ignatavich is thankfully back for our last game of the Olympic qualifiers against the Netherlands. Let's do this. Easy as can be, man. Smooth sailing, 3-0. Good job. So, Croatia and Lithuania have won their respective groups, and they'll be moving on to the second round, which starts later this year. Alright, we got a back-to-back at home against the Grits. Let's make it count. Guys, what are you doing? We're 2-2-1 to start the episode. At least in, the ALIH. Lithuanian hockey is a different story, but come on. Game number 6 of the episode. Let's hopefully not fall into a losing skid, because 2-2-1 is not a great way to start, but let's try and nip it in the bud while we can. Oh, and we lose back-to-back against the Grits. Oh, Lord. This could get ugly. So Daisuke Miyata's hurt. Gastro. Buddy got gastro. Nice. That means Ishii is back in the lineup, this time on the right side, but thankfully he is comfortable as a right winger. Alright, in game number 7 of the episode, we are in Tohoku to play the Free Blades, so fingers crossed we can actually get the job done this time around. Finally, jeez. 3 games in a row that was pretty ugly, but thankfully we bounced back with at least a good win. Yuki Sasaki gets his first of the year. Abe gets his 4th. Let's make it 2 in a row against the Free Blades. Let's go. 5-3. That's more like it. But there's a caveat. Sota Isagai is hurt. What does he have? A pulled abdominal muscle day to day. When's our next game? Our next game isn't for another week. So my guess is by the time that comes around, he'll likely be healed up or at least able to play. Carson Hall, +1 getting open and otherwise negative. But let's see if this actually makes Carson any better. Just more well-rounded, I guess, in these categories here. Made a slight change since Suzuki is actually not healthy right now. He's still out. But Miyata's back. So I'm putting him on the second line with Miura on the left. Let's see if this works. It does not, in fact, work. At least we got a point out of it, but I do not want to approach every game with that attitude. Isagai is back on the second line, and I moved Miura from second line left wing to third line right wing. Since Ishii's also hurt, not to mention that he was already going to be scratched because he's just not up to snuff in a modern-day lineup. 7-2. I like the way we ended up that episode. I don't mind it. So we finished with a 5-3-2 record for the episode, and we are moving on to the next round of qualifying for the 2030 Olympics, I want to say. Yeah, 2030 Olympics. That being said, that's it. That's all, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys later.